When Presley came in and laid the box on her bed, I heard my mother's voice in my head, warning me against things like this. "Where'd you get that?" I asked, apprehensively, hoping she didn't actually plan on using it. "It's Connor's." Connor was her cousin, who didn't care if he went to hell or not. Actually, he'd probably split hell wide open if he did. "You think this is a good idea?" "Yeah," she replied, as she pulled the Ouija board out of its box. "I've heard these things really work." "That's what I'm afraid of." "Oh, come on, Jaylyn, it's just a game." I'd only seen them on TV, right before someone usually died or got attacked by some unseen force. "And you think this is a good idea because..." "It'll be cool if it actually moves by itself, don't you think?" She laid the board between us in the middle of her bed and placed the planchette, which is the thing that slides around and is supposed to communicate with, well, whatever resides in these things, in the center of it. "Okay, you ready?" "Are you kidding me with this?" Seeing the sun and moon in the corners, along with the alphabet scattered below them, seemed harmless enough, but the big goodbye across the bottom came across a little more ominous. "What?" she whined. "You want me to help you open up a portal to hell in your room?" I shook my head. "I don't think so." "Come on, Jaylyn, please?" She clasped her hands together and stuck her bottom lip out. "Please?" A little part of me wanted to know if it really worked, too. "I don't know. They sell it at the toy store, so how bad could it be?" "They say curiosity killed the cat, which I had a bad feeling I was about to prove." "All right." She cheered and clapped her hands as she turned the board so we could both put our hands on it. "Okay, what do you want to ask first?" I hesitantly put my hand on the left side of the planchette as she laid her hand on the right. As soon as my fingers touched it, it slowly slid to yes. I jerked my hand back. "Did you do that?" Her eyes looked as wide as mine felt. "No. Did you?" I shook my head. "Cool. Here, put your hand back." "You moved it," I argued, knowing it couldn't have moved on its own. "No, I didn't. Now, come on." She put my hand back on it and asked her first question. "What is your name?" It slowly moved across the board and spelled Steven. "Stephen?" she repeated, causing it to quickly go to yes. "I don't like this," I admitted. "It's okay," she tried to assure me. "It's just a game." She tossed her long, dark hair behind her shoulders and smiled. "Okay, Stephen, how old are you?" It slowly moved from 1 to 8. 18? It quickly moved to yes again. "It could be lying," I said, which is stupid. "What was lying? The board?" It slowly spelled out N-O-T. "No freaking way," Presley said. "Okay, I want you to shut your eyes and ask a question. I know I'm not moving it, so I want to prove that it's not you." "All right." Presley grabbed her pillow and covered her face before putting her hand back on the board. "When did you die?" she asked, her voice muffled by her pillow. To my surprise, it started to move to a letter. L-O-N-G-A-G-O. I glanced at Presley, who still had her face mashed into the pillow. "You gotta be kidding me with this." She jerked her head up. "What did he say?" "Long ago." I took my hand off the board. "I'm not doing this anymore." The fact that it spelled out something on its own left a sick feeling in my stomach. Or maybe the sick feeling was something else entirely. Either way, I was done with this game.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.